want to take you into yet another realm. The Miss Ngoshi Foundation, in collaboration, of course, with the Ngoshi Bikers Club, is organizing a mommies workshop tomorrow, targeting teenage mothers, new moms, and struggling mothers. If you're listening right now and you fall in this particular category, it's you. The workshop will primarily focus on the mental health of mothers, a very important topic indeed, with a specific emphasis on postpartum depression. As fathers, we should know what that is all about, and hygiene for both mother and baby, very much key and critical. And the event consists of a three-part program. To tell us more about the event, we are joined by Miss Ngoshi herself, Elizabeth Shipulwa. Good morning, Miss. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me.
Doing very well. If I can just kindly ask you to bring your mic just closer to you. It's quite a flexible hand, so you can just pull it towards you. You can just pull it towards you, just
Okay.
like that. There you
Just
go.
like this?
That's all right.
Okay.
So that our listeners can hear you properly. There you go. Wearing sporting deep colors. We're talking about green and black this particular morning. Looking all glamorous and lovely. And thank you so much for gracing our studio, Elizabeth. We are talking about this issue. Very, very interesting. Hygiene for mother and baby.
It
Talking
is.
about mental health, postpartum depression, a reality
It
that
is.
even us as fathers must be aware of. Talk to us on how the concept of this program came about.
Well, this is one of the early projects that I wanted to advocate for. This is and it became even more important to shed light on this particular topic with the recent baby dumping news in the newspaper
Right.
and all around us, because just in the past 2 weeks we have had cases where babies have been found dumped in the northern part of Namibia.
Right.
A baby was found in a latrine, and if this is not a problem that we try to tackle right now, then this is going to continue, and it's going to be something that is norm, and this is something that we do not want.
Very sad story indeed. It was in the New Era yesterday when that headline came, baby survives pit latrine. And, you are talking about, these baby dumpings at a time when we have seen, of course, the abortion bill being heavily debated in public circles. It's supposed to be with the National Assembly
is. Mhm.
right now. What is your own personal take on abortion? Do you think that abortion on demand should be legalized or not? What's your personal take?
I cannot speak for anybody right now, but personally, I believe that choice is very important, because I mean, if we are a population of 2.6 million, and if the government or whoever is in charge is if it's men that are dictating that that it should not be legalized.
Right.
It should not be legalized when we have so many problems. What are the reasons? What are the reasons we are fighting for this course when
Right.
the latter would be so much better? You are saving a mother from having a baby that she's unable to take care of, for example, because mothers are usually the ones that are left to take care of these babies. A mom cannot run away from her baby, and then
Unfortunately,
this is
right.
this is the final resort. Baby dumping is
Right.
the final resort, and these are caused by, as you mentioned before, postpartum depression.
Right.
These women feel like they are isolated. They have nobody to turn to. A woman cannot just get rid of a baby when other people around her know that she's had that baby, because
Right.
people are going to ask, where's the baby?
Where's the baby?
Where's the baby?
You were pregnant all along.
You're pregnant all along,
Right.
and now all of a sudden you don't have a baby. So you have to realize these women have been alone from the get-go. They
Right.
do not have anybody to be there for them or to support them in any way. It takes a village.
Right.
This is something, a phrase is all this time. It takes a village to raise a child, and yet we want a woman to be an island in this whole process.
That's right.
It's ridiculous.
Very, very interesting indeed. These are national issues, national themes right now that are doing the rounds. I'm just trying to, just as you were articulating there, I was just trying to put myself into the, inside the psychology of a woman going through that experience, and how difficult a decision it is really to say, I would rather, get rid of my baby.
I absolutely do understand what you're trying to say, because I am not a mother myself,
Right.
but I can sympathize. The problem with the human race, all of us at large, is the fact that we wait for a problem to directly affect you. That's when you want to tackle a problem or a certain issue.
Right.
But then again, prevention is better than cure. So why are we trying to solve problems when we know that we do not have the resources or the time to solve them. So we're trying to tackle this at its grassroots.
Right.
We are avoiding a mother raising a baby, passing on trauma, and then this baby growing up to be an adult who is traumatized,
Right.
and who is not being a positive addition to society.
That's right. As you are just putting that across, definitely we want to come back to the event there. But you talked about postpartum depression.
Yes.
Issues of mental health that are themes that you're going to be interrogating as well. As you say, it takes a village to raise a child, but also
Absolutely.
it takes a village equally also to be on the side of the father and the mother in the raising of this particular
100%.
child. Right.
100%.
Do men and husbands, and does the village really arrive on the scene when a woman suffers postpartum depression, or this is really a lonely journey?
It is truly a lonely journey. You have to realize the fact that we as women on a daily basis, we already categorize for being moody,
Right.
always upset or something like that, and this is due to processes that happen in our bodies
Biology.
that we do not we have no control over.
Right.
Every single month it's hormonal changes, and then we are blamed for these things, right? And now you take a woman who is growing a literal human in her body, and she's going through all of these changes, and now she must be somehow miraculously okay with everything.
Right.
It is sad. It
Very
is
sad,
truly
very
sad.
sad. We are in conversation with Miss Ngoshi herself, Elizabeth Shipulwa, and of course we are talking everything motherhood there, how to raise a baby. We're also talking about mental health, postpartum depression, and everything else in between. Who can we expect to be speaking and showcasing certain items at this particular event that we are looking at?
We are going to have a clinical psychologist intern, Anna Kapia. She's going to be talking on she's going to be taking an in-depth look into what postpartum depression is,
Right.
the methods that these mothers can take, or the things that they can do to cope with this, the solutions that are there instead of keeping a baby
Right.
that they are not mentally capable of taking care of at that moment.
Right.
Then there are options. We are going to be educating these mothers on the and tell them that there are options.
Right.
We're going to have Nurse Josephine. She is a midwife. She's going to be talking on pre and postnatal care, what they need to do. This is the hygiene and
Which is very important,
which is very vital, yes.
That's right. You're talking about baby hygiene and
Mommy
mother's
as
hygiene.
well, yes.
Why is that important? Do you think that a lot of mothers don't really have that information on?
I believe that there are so many things right now that
Right.
do affect this. I mean, you have, let's say, for example, it's a little bit out of topic, but a baby not being gluten-free or something.
Right.
There's certain foods that a baby can't eat, for example, or excuse me, I'm going to food when I'm supposed to be talking about hygiene.
Right.
But yes, but then it's little things that we don't know, like how to properly maybe bathe the baby.
Right.
Because we are talking about new moms and teenage moms. So these are moms that do not have the experience before, and these are moms that are alone,
Right.
that are trying to do this whole thing by themselves, which is ridiculous because they do not have jobs. We have identified 30 moms from informal settlements
Right.
who are in desperate need of our assistance.
That's right. One thing that's quite interesting, I myself being a father and having experienced
Yeah.
what pregnancy is all about, and what childbearing really entails, and having a baby in the world. Normally, as fathers, we want to be there to learn how to put on a baby diaper.
Right.
Normally, as fathers, when baby poos, we don't want to change the baby.
No, no.
Do you think that these are some of the soft skills that we as fathers, I mean, in our demonstration of being fathers and this unconditional love, we also need to come to the table and learn?
Absolutely. A support system is all
Right.
the mothers really do need. Just somebody to be there, know that, okay, if I'm not here, then
Right.
it's taking responsibility on another human being,
Right.
for another human being. It is very important. And if fathers, spouses can come in and share this responsibility, it would make it that much easier. And this is what they all really need.
The problem with us is that we deal with stereotypes, and because we live in a macho society, we are told that,
We create.
oh, you are made to change diapers by your woman, you're very weak. But I'm sure that's a demonstration of love.
Absolutely.
That's all right. And at the same time, Mimi Kapadi is known for her famous speeches on sexual health. We know this.
Yes.
Why was it important to get her on the program to deliver remarks?
Oh my goodness, I can't believe I even forgot to mention her as one of our vital speakers. She's going to be talking about, she's a life coach,
Right.
for those who do not know, and she's going to be talking about their bodies, getting back sexual education,
Right.
getting back into that because it is there. We seem to be in a society where all of this is like in the hush hush, but these are things that are happening.
Right.
These are things that affect us all. So then, why are we hiding or keeping these topics in the dark and making them such a big secret when
Right.
they should be a day-to-day discussion?
That's right. I know for sure, when a mother gives birth to a baby, there's a specific period of time within which she's not supposed to be sexually active.
Absolutely.
And if we don't have this information as men, we actually get it all wrong.
Absolutely.
And at the same time there, of course, we are speaking with Elizabeth Shipulwa, and that's Miss Ngoshi, and we are talking about the upcoming event. It's all about motherhood and how to raise your child properly, talking about hygiene, mental health, postpartum depression. That's the Miss Ngoshi Foundation. They are in collaboration with Ngoshi Bikers Club. Take us through that collaboration. Why a Bikers Club?
The reason why the Miss Ngoshi Foundation is
Right.
fairly new.
Right.
I am the founding Miss Ngoshi because it was the first ever of its kind.
Right.
And so we're going to continue. So, the girls, all of you who want to participate in this pageant, please check our social media pages. It's coming through. I joined it specifically because the Bikers Club, which, there's a stereotype of bikers being
Big,
very rugged.
arrogant,
Rugged, yes.
ragged,
yes.
gangsterish.
These dangerous members of society,
Right.
so and so. But this bikers, my bikers club, the Ngoshi Bikers Club, does social outreach
Right.
and other projects as well. And I thought, what an amazing way, because you have to realize a lot of people are always willing to help.
Right.
They are always willing to go out there, lend a hand, but they don't know where to go,
Right.
how to go about it, who to contact, and they're like, okay, I want to help, I want to do something.
Right.
You do not have to be a millionaire to do good. You do not have to, or to make a change. Like, I'm not, and I still do go out and I still do these things. But then you have to have a support system.
Right.
It only works if we work together. And this was evident because we did have a donation hub for this workshop. We do not, since in commemoration for Mother's Day, we do not want to let the mothers go home empty-handed.
Right.
So then we have been collecting diapers, mommy and baby essentials, clothing for the winter,
Right.
and so and so, and a lot of people came through, and I was shocked, which is really sad, the fact that I was shocked that people would actually want to assist us. So we've been at malls setting up donation hubs and receiving donations at our headquarters, of course, and people we asked for, no, you do not have to give us money.
Right.
All you have to do is give us like a pack of noodles,
Right.
or beans,
Pack of
or
diapers, beans, or whatever it
bar
is
of
from your
soap,
house, right?
a
Not
bar
not
of-
not too much.
not too
But if
much.
we can all come together and do that, definitely we've got so much.
We can.
So you're gonna be handing some of these things to the mothers on
all
the
of them. We're
particular
gonna be
workshop.
handing them to the moms. We're
Is
gonna
it-
give them back.
the
They're
more
not for
reason
us to keep.
why you should be coming, right? Very interesting topics there, but also takeaways. That's what you're talking about there. They're organizing the mommies workshop tomorrow, targeting teenage mothers, new moms, and struggling mothers there. Tomorrow, where exactly, Miss Nkoshi?
It's going to be at the Village Garden
Right.
from 2 to 16. Fortunately, this is going to be a mommy's workshop.
Right.
We want to hear from the moms. The moms are going to be 100% involved in all of this. It is. We hope that this is. I pray. I hope that this is the first stage to an even bigger movement, an annual movement of movement of. Next time we hope to involve the fathers.
That's right. I was about to say, what about daddies?
Yeah, family members.
We also want to learn how to put on diapers,
And
right?
that is amazing to hear. That is so amazing to hear that we have men in our society
Right.
who want to do this, because we experience a lot of um, absurd questions, let me say. Things like, where's the father? Why are you doing this? I don't have a baby. So a lot of ignorant comments, and it was okay. We dealt with it. My team and we dealt
Right.
with it, and we're like, okay, yeah. But then we know that that's not everybody. These are few people who do feel a certain way, but we want people to be involved. I want people to be involved in the community at large.
Right.
So then I'm hoping to have in the future the second stage of this, everybody else involved, but now it's for the moms, of course.
That's right. This is for the moms. Sorry, talking about we're talking with Elizabeth there, and of course talking about what they are doing. The time is 10 minutes to go to 9 o'clock, rather 9 minutes to go to 9 o'clock. The time right here on the station, and of course we continue with the conversation on the other side.
When big names speak,
My name is Leda Kasingo. I'm a current Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly.
This is Sam Shivute, a transformational coach and the Commissioner of Namibia Revenue Agency.
Hi, I'm Marlies Horn, Group Executive Brand and Corporate Affairs at Capricorn Group.
Good day, I'm Johan Muller, the CEO of Cricket Namibia.
My name is Hilda. That's really what I like to be known as. And I work in communications and media in the country. Actually, I'm just really an entrepreneur.
And I'm Leon Joost.
when big names speak,
Hi, this is Helena Motsing.
Hi, this is Pietro Shitembi.
My name is Sven Thieme. I'm the Executive Chairman of the Ultra This Group.
This is Ricardo Manetti.
Hi there, my name is Agnes Chongarero. I'm the Minister in the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service.
This is Sebastian Deitunga.
My name is Sarah Kugongerwa Madila.
My name is Nangolo Mbumba, also known as Mitiri Mbumba.
they speak to Desert Radio, the bold voice.
We are the bold voice, of course. 8 minutes to go to 9 o'clock. At the time we say goodbye. But of course, you asked you on Breakfast in the Desert. My name is Kevin. I am in the studio with Elizabeth Shipulwa, of course, the manifestation of intelligence, and at the same time, Grace there. Elizabeth, we appreciate the time that you've just given us really and taken to be in the studio speaking to Namibians about this particular issue. It's quite amazing that you look so young. And here you are carrying out these very big social responsibility matters. What inspires you? What inspired you to be in the social responsibility space?
I am part of the society, and I do not want Namibia to be known for atrocities such as, the country for most baby dumpings per month or anything like that. I believe that it is my patriotic responsibility to try and better everything around me. It is a little bit selfish, but I feel like it's okay to better the environment in which I live in for future generations. I mean, baby dumping. Who are we building the future for if it's not for these children? And fine, it might be one or two, but then that's a big number. If it's not zero, then that's already a big number.
One baby dumped is one baby too many.
It's absolutely.
And what you're doing, does it derive from maybe the men in which you were raised? Take us through how it was when you were growing up. Your family, your mom and dad, or your guardians. Yes. Did they instill some of those values that we see now?
I believe so. I believe that my parents provided the best life that I could have ever asked for. I had everything that I needed, always. And it's humble, but it was everything that I could have asked for. I wouldn't have asked to be raised in any other way. They have taught me so much to value what I have, and I believe that it's maybe the fact that I did have this, to hear that, oh no, I do not have both my parents, or there are people who go to sleep hungry, or they go through certain situations. It is disheartening. So it's almost a shock every single time I hear something like this.
Right.
Yes.
And you thought of coming up with this foundation. How easy was it for you? How difficult was it for you? What were some of the challenges?
It is absolutely difficult. It is so difficult. My hand is I'm literally my mentor, Kasmoli, Elina Nampolo. She has been a guide, a beacon of light for me. She has been my mentor. She has told me, guided me through this. I have a certain idea. She tells me, you go about it this way. She's kind of a psychologist for me right now.
Right.
She's just leading me and showing me the way and how to go about it. But then, of course, I do have this idea. I thought that how do I help? And it's not alone. It's just not me.
Right.
The Miss Ngoshi Foundation, I might be the first to lead it at this point, but then it's a team. I have a team behind me. I'm not doing this alone.
As that's the magic of it. Was there ever a time where you thought this is going to be impossible for me?
Yes. Getting sponsorships,
Right,
for example.
right.
It is. I'm not a well-known name. I'm not a public figure.
Right.
I'm stepping into this right now, and so me writing sponsorship.
Letters.
Asking sponsorship letters,
Asking for money.
Right.
Right.
Asking for donations. It was like, who are you? What is this?
What is this?
Yes,
Right.
is this another scam?
Why should we sponsor you and not them that we know already?
Exactly. So then it was like, it was difficult. It's not easy because and people don't have. I mean, they don't have, or they already have their resources set aside for other things. And I can't impose by, oh no, I have this, and I believe that your money is, or in your time is
Your
a
budget.
better use.
Your budget.
Yes.
That you've already budgeted for something else.
Exactly.
All right, 4 minutes to go. They were simmering down towards the end. And where do you see yourself, Elizabeth? I mean, here you are. Where are you going?
I am an architect in training.
Right.
I pray. I hope. No, definitely. It's going to be. I am going to be continuing with my master's very soon. I plan to fully be, not fully, but mainly committed to that.
That's
yes.
designing buildings for a city?
Designing buildings for our city. I believe that we can do so much more. We can do much better. Our buildings, the informal settlements are not
Right.
equipped for the winters that are to come if the current climatic situation happens to continue to
Right.
head where it's headed.
Where it's
So,
headed right now.
Yes.
It has been described, of course, by the Secretary General of the UN as apocalyptic, where we are going. And, of course, we would need futuristic designs, but also designs that are climate friendly so that we can be resilient.
Sustainable and safe.
Right.
For me, building a home is like creating a safe haven.
Mhm.
I've never felt more safer than when I am at home.
Right.
And I would really like everybody to feel that way. To feel that, oh no, where is my place of peace? It's at home. So then we not build just houses,
Right.
but homes. We're
That's
creating
all right.
homes.
That's a beautiful one there. And in light of the Mommy's Workshop tomorrow, can you speak to the mothers as we close?
Yes. Well, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day in advance to all the mothers out there. We have our 30 mothers who are going to be coming tomorrow to have this workshop. I just want them to be present and I want them to enjoy themselves because it is their day.
Right.
We want to listen to them. Of course, it's going to be educational, but we still want to hear them speak. We want them to be involved.
Right.
This is for them, and that's all I can say.
That's all right. That is Elizabeth, of course, talking about the workshop for mommies tomorrow. And we really do appreciate, Elizabeth, the time that you took to speak with us.
Thank you for having
We
me.
appreciate really the tenacity in you and the intelligence and also the compassion as well as you try to make Namibia a better place for all.
Thank you.
That's all right. Of course, we are coming to the close of our program all the way from 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful morning right here on 95.3. And, of course, my name is Kevin. It's been a pleasure being with you. It's a Friday today, so goodbye.
Ó fọ́ Ramajago, ó fọ́ Richiguchi, ó fọ́ Naira Marley, ó fọ́ Jadaji, ó tún fẹ́ fọ́ mi. Ó fọ́ Ramajago.